Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about a natural solution to a problem that affects many lakes, ponds, and canals. Water pollution caused by excess nutrients, sediments, and waste coming from human activities such as agriculture, urban runoff, and wastewater. When this happens, these bodies of water start to lose their balance. Algae grows excessively, aquatic life decreases, and overall water quality visibly deteriorates. In response to this issue, more sustainable alternatives have emerged, such as flooding wetlands. These are plant-based systems that help improve water conditions and restore parts of the natural environment without relying on aggressive or invasive methods. What's interesting is that they use very simple elements from nature itself to support the recovery of these ecosystems. In this video, we'll talk about why this type of solution is becoming so important and how it can help protect our bodies of water. Let's get started.
Water pollution in Monterey directly affects the health of people and animals because it reduces the quality of rivers, reservoirs, and bodies of water that surround the city. When water becomes contaminated with industrial discharges, household waste, chemicals, or heavy metals, people can suffer gastrointestinal problems, skin irritation, poisoning, and in prolonged cases, damage to organs such as the kidneys or liver. In addition, when contaminated water is used for daily activities such as irrigation, hygiene, or indirect consumption, the risk of infection and disease increases. For animals, the contamination is just as harmful. Fish and amphibians die from lack of oxygen due to excess toxic substance, while birds, mammals, and pets can be poisoned by drinking dirty water or feeding on contaminated organisms. All of this disrupts the food chain and reduces biodiversity.
Now we are going to talk about the main reasons that companies are getting us sick every day. The first reason is that fine dust and toxic gases that enter into our lungs can cause asthma or bronchitis, obviously in a long-term way. The second reason is that chemicals dumped into local rivers can affect the food chain and the drinking water supplies. This can cause neurological problems and development problems in children. The third reason is that many products this company sells can have carcinogens, are substances known to cause cancer, and communities near these fabrics can have a higher risk to get the disease.
Prototype works as a flooding wetland that helps clean polluted lakes and improve water that is not safe to drink. It doesn't produce drinking water, but it reduces toxic chemicals and makes the water safer for the environment. The system uses recycled materials like wood, plastic bottles, and bamboo to stay afloat. On top of this base, layers of gravel, sand, and activated carbon act as a natural filters. They trap large and small particles, remove bad smells and colors, and reduce many chemical substances that come from industrial waste mixed into the water.
Prototype is based on two well-studied technologies using natural water treatment. First, we draw from the EcoFlow systems where wastewater passes through organic filter media that supports physical, chemical, and especially biological processes. In these systems, microorganisms living in the media naturally filter and break down contaminants, creating a passive and sustainable treatment method. Second, we incorporated elements from the floating treatment wetlands or floating vegetated islands. These systems use aquatic plants and their root structures to absorb nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus, while the roots also develop biofilms that further enhance water purification. Our prototype combines both approaches, an initial filter inspired by EcoFlow to retain and degrade contaminants, followed by a floating vegetated platform based on floating wetland research that serves as a secondary treatment stage. By integrating this concept, we aim to improve water quality, expand active biological surface area, and offer an ecological and adaptable solution for different water bodies.
Reducing business pollution.
Companies can significantly cut down pollution by implementing clear, focused strategies. First, they must switch their energy source, moving from fossil fuels to renewable energy, like solar and wind, and make sure all equipment is high energy efficient. Second, by adopting a circular economy is vital. This means designing products to last longer and be easily recycled, which likely helps to reduce the total amount of waste produced. Furthermore, business needs to strong pollution controls, such as installing good filters to stop harmful gas emissions from factories and using closed-loop systems to clean and reuse wastewater. Finally, making the supply chain more sustainability is essential. This includes choosing local and eco-friendly supplies and using electric or hybrid vehicles to transport their products.
Expected results. As we use the floating wet lab prototype, we expect to see clear improvements in the water. The different layers, sand, gravel, and activated carbon should help reduce the number of particles in the water, remove bad smells, and lower the amount of heavy metals, extra nutrients that come from pollution. The aquatic plants and the microorganisms on the roots will also play an important role. They help increase the level of dissolved oxygen, which is necessary for fish and other aquatic animals. With better water conditions, we expect more species to return and the ecosystem to slowly recover. We also expect the water to look cleaner and more transparent, which will help show the community the natural and low-cost solution can really work. Finally, this prototype can help raise awareness about protecting rivers and using eco-friendly technologies. If the results are similar to other projects, this system could become a useful model to improve polluted water in Montreal and other places.